Lieutenant Jake Miller stood at the observation deck of the human colony ship Aurora as it entered orbit around Kepler 432b. The blue and green planet below looked peaceful, but Jake knew better. The war with the Zephyrian Empire had been going on for 3 years, and this world was their next target captain. Lisa Brown walked up beside him. Her brown hair was tied back in a military bun, and her green eyes showed the weight of command that all officers carried during wartime. "The bridge is calling for you, Jake," she said quietly. "We have a situation." Jake followed her to the command center where the main screen showed a small Zephyrian craft approaching their ship. The aliens had never tried to communicate before. They only attacked without. "Warning, sir. The alien ship is sending a message," Communications Officer Amy Roberts reported. Her fingers moved quickly over her console. "Put it through," Captain Brown ordered. The screen changed to show a female Zephyrian. The alien woman had pale blue skin and silver hair that seemed to glow under the ship's lights. Her eyes were large and completely black, but somehow beautiful. She wore what looked like royal clothing with intricate patterns. "I am Princess Zara of the Zephyrian Empire," she spoke, in perfect English, which surprised everyone. "I come alone and unarmed. I wish to speak with your leaders about ending this war." The bridge fell silent. Nobody had expected this. The Zephyrians had been their enemies for so long that peace talks seemed impossible. Captain Brown looked at Jake. "You speak their language better than anyone else, Lieutenant. Will you handle the negotiations?" Jake nodded. He had studied Zephyrian culture for months, trying to understand their enemy better. Never did he think he would use that knowledge for peace talks. Princess Zara was brought aboard the Aurora under heavy guard. She was taller than most humans, standing about 6 feet. Her movements were graceful, like she was dancing even while walking. Jake noticed how the other crew members stared at her, some with fear, others with curiosity. The first meeting took place in the ship's conference room. Jake sat across from the alien princess while Captain Brown and other officers watched from nearby seats. "Your people have fought mine for 3 years, Princess Zara said. Her voice was soft but carried authority. "Why do humans always choose war over peace?" Jake leaned forward. "We defend ourselves. Your empire attacked our colonies first. We lost thousands of people." The princess looked sad for a moment. Something flickered in her dark eyes. "I know, and I am sorry for those losses. But there are things you do not understand about my people. The war was not our choice." Over the next few days, Jake spent hours talking with Princess Zara. They discussed battle strategies, peace terms, and the history of both their species. She was intelligent and seemed genuinely interested in stopping the fighting. But something else was happening between them. Jake found himself looking forward to their meetings. The alien princess was unlike anyone he had ever met. She was beautiful in a way that was completely different from human women. Her skin seemed to glow softly, and her silver hair caught the light like starfire. Princess Zara seemed to notice his interest too. She would smile at him in a way that made his heart beat faster. During their private talks, she would move closer to him. Their conversations began to include more personal topics. Jake learned that she was not just a princess but also a military commander in her own right. She had won many battles against human forces, which made their growing friendship even more complicated. One evening after a particularly long negotiation session, Princess Zara asked to see his quarters. Jake hesitated but eventually agreed to show her how humans lived on their ships. His room was small and simple compared to what a princess might be used to. But she seemed fascinated by everything from his old photographs to his collection of Earth books. "You miss your home planet," she observed. Picking up a picture of his family every day, Jake admitted, "My parents died in one of your people's attacks on colony." "7, Princess." Zara set the photo down gently. "I am truly sorry, Jake." Her use of his first name sent electricity through him. That night she stayed in his quarters. They talked until late about their different worlds and cultures. Slowly the conversation became more intimate. Jake found himself telling her things he had never shared with anyone. When she finally prepared to leave, Princess Zara stopped at his door. "Jake," she said quietly, What we are doing here, it is not just about peace between our peoples. Jake understood what she meant. The attraction between them had been growing stronger each day. Despite everything that should have kept them apart, they were falling for each other. Over the following weeks, their relationship deepened. Princess Zara would visit his quarters almost every night. They would hold each other and talk about a future where humans and Zephyrians could live in peace. Jake began to believe that love could truly conquer the hatred between their species. Princess Zara seemed to feel the same way. She spoke of introducing him to her people as more than just a negotiator, but everything changed when Jake discovered the truth by accident. He was walking past Captain Brown's office late one night when he heard familiar voices through the partially open door. Curious, he moved closer and listened. Princess Zara's voice was unmistakable. The human forces on Kepler 442b will not expect our main fleet to arrive from the dark side of their moon. Captain Brown's response shocked Jake to his core. Excellent, your information about their defense systems has been invaluable. The attack will succeed perfectly. Jake felt like someone had punched him in the stomach. Princess Zara was not trying to make peace. She was a spy gathering intelligence for a surprise attack. Even worse, Captain Brown was helping her betray humanity's trust. The alien princess he had fallen in love with was planning to destroy his people, and his own commander was part of the conspiracy. Jake quietly backed away from the door. His mind raced with questions. How long had this been planned? Was everything between him and Princess Zara a lie? Had Captain Brown been compromised from the beginning? He spent the rest of the night in his quarters trying to decide what to do. Confronting Princess Zara directly might warn her that he knew the truth. But if he waited too long, the attack might succeed. In the morning, Jake made his choice. He gathered evidence of the conspiracy and presented it to the other senior officers. The truth came out during a tense confrontation in the command center. Princess Zara did not deny the accusations when faced with proof. She stood proudly as guards surrounded her. "You humans are too trusting," she said to Jake. Her dark eyes showed no emotion. "Did you really think love could stop a war between our species?" Captain Brown was arrested for treason. The Zephyrian attack fleet was detected approaching just as Princess Zara had planned. But now the Aurora was ready for them. The battle was fierce. But humanity prevailed. The alien fleet retreated after suffering heavy losses. Princess Zara was taken to the ship's detention center to await trial for war crimes. Jake visited her once before the military tribunal. She sat behind energy bars looking as beautiful and dangerous as ever. "Why did you do it?" he asked quietly. "Was any of it real?" Princess Zara looked at him for a long moment. "I am a warrior, Jake, just as you are. Everything I did was for my people." "But you made me believe," Jake said, feeling the pain in his chest. "You made me love you. Love is a weakness in war," she replied. "But perhaps in another time, another place, things could have been different." The tribunal found Princess Zara guilty, but instead of execution, she was sentenced to life imprisonment. Some said it was because of her royal status. Others whispered that Jake had spoken in her favor during the hearings. Jake never confirmed or denied those rumors. He returned to his duties as the Aurora continued its mission to secure human colonies. The war with the Zephyrian Empire continued, but humanity had won an important victory. Sometimes late at night, Jake would think about Princess Zara and wonder if she had truly felt something for him, or if it had all been part of her mission. Never got his answer. But he learned an important lesson about trust, love, and the price of both during wartime. The Aurora sailed on through space, carrying its crew toward an uncertain future where humans would have to remain vigilant against enemies who could appear as friends